Hello everyone! Welcome to... Is this my first tag video? It's been a long time since I've done a tag video. I think... Wow, I haven't been tagged since like 2019. So I'm really excited because I did get tagged for 2 videos. So here's one of 2. My good friend Strange Monkey was kind enough to tag me in this one and I'm really excited. I've seen a bunch of people in the horror YouTuber, actually I think a lot of like movie review channels in general now that I'm like thinking on it have done this. It's been fun to hear and see your responses to this subgenre tag. This tag was created by Horror Metal, so make sure to go like and subscribe, check out his responses because he started this all, and do the same for Strange Monkey. I thoroughly enjoyed his video, it was a lot of fun. Alright, so let's get into the subgenre tags. These are going to be my favorites from each subgenre. The first one is found footage. If you're familiar with my channel, I hate found footage. Absolutely hate found footage. However, I do have a very small list of found footage movies that I like. It's actually been a video idea I've been percolating, but I hate found footage, so there's only like 2 or 3 things right there. I'd like to get to 5, so I guess recommend some found footage below so I can find what I like, but probably will hate. So I guess this is going to be a sneak peek at my number 1 on that list, and that is As Above, So Below. This is an amazingly fun found footage movie that goes into the catacombs in France, and OMG, is it really... It fucks with your head in so many awesome ways. The characters you don't hate, they're not fully annoying. The ones that are like delightfully annoying. I really enjoyed the storytelling, the progression. My fish tank is loud. Normally I turn it off and I haven't, and I'm not going to now. So we're gonna see how these videos turn out. Are you done? It's done cycling. I think I'm gonna need to clean my filters after this video. Still not done? Alright, it's done now. Where was I? As Above, So Below has actually become one of my favorite horror movies, in fact, which is really weird to say. The next subgenre is zombies. Who doesn't love a good zombie movie? This one was actually hard to decide what I had to go with. Just one, and I did narrow it down. This is a claymation movie called Paranormal. It is a fun little adventure of Norman who can see and hear dead people not being accepted by everybody in his town. Weird things gotta happen. You know, there's legends and spooky shit in town, and his family apparently helps keep the curse at bay. And there's an adventure where zombies take over his little town. It's a great fun movie. You might not think it's a zombie movie, but there are zombies in it and it's glorious. So I have picked it for my favorite zombie movie. And right after I talk about Paranormal, we're talking about paranormal horror movies, which is actually my favorite genre. I love possession movies, I love ghost movies, I love monster movies, like bring it on. So this was another one that was actually hard to make a decision on, but I decided, and actually with many of these I'm pulling back to my childhood, ones that I love watching to this day, or my young adulthood, teenagehood. I'm getting old, so we'll just call it all childhood. Anything before 20's childhood now. But I did have to go with 13 Ghosts. I mean, I did like a year-long series. I did 14 videos on this fucking movie. So yeah, I think I really like this movie. So I have selected 13 Ghosts. You can go watch my review and you can go watch time-lapse of all of the ghost designs. Alright, next is a subgenre that is one of my least favorites. I think I hate this genre more than found footage, and that's the torture porn genre. It's just not for me. I don't really like people being in pain, but I love horror movies, so I'm a walking contradiction. I don't know. I don't even get myself half the time. But one of my all-time favorite horror movies fits into many genres. I did only pick it for one genre, and I had to go with this particular genre because my preface is, you know I hate torture movies, but this is an amazingly brilliant torture movie. It is a French horror called Martyrs, and oh my god, it is a powerful fucking movie. It's one of the most common horror movies I recommend to people, so yes, it has to be on this list. And I have selected it for the torture porn, because I just don't like that genre. I'll watch it. I mean, I've seen almost all of the Saw movies, but not all of them, because they got stupid and lame. And I hate the Hostel movies. It's just not my genre. So at least I found one that I like, and I absolutely love, and I've watched it a few times. Now, the next subgenre is one that I love more than zombie movies, and that is vampire movies. My little goth heart just loves the vampire movies, and there's so many good ones to choose from, in my opinion. So this was kind of a hard one to pick, and I really love cheesy vampire movies, but I went with something classic, timeless. We are going with Bram Stoker's Dracula, because I just am still in awe of how amazing that movie was. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just fucking amazing. The acting, the writing, the sets, the costumes, the editing, the story, everything. Just fucking brilliant. Go watch that movie right now if you haven't, seriously, and then let me know how amazing it is in the comments below. The next subgenre is werewolf. Not fully into werewolf movies. Werewolves are fun and fascinating, but I actually realized I haven't seen too many werewolf movies because of this list, and that's okay. So out of the handful that I have watched, I did end up deciding on Ginger Snaps. The reason being, I really appreciate that they did their own little twist and unique perspective on transformation from werewolf to, or from human to werewolf, but they put a really awesome kind of puberty type of swing on it, and it just had a giant metaphor of a girl developing into a woman. Very empowering werewolf movie, which I don't feel you often get with monster movies, so that deserves to be mentioned here because of it. So yeah, Ginger Snaps. Go watch it. The next subgenre is home invasion. It's another genre I don't watch a ton of. I really just like the paranormal and the monster movies, like zombies and vampires. So this was another one. I didn't have a lot of movies that I've watched in this genre, so I had to think of what was the last one I watched that I enjoyed, and that's Don't Breathe. It wasn't your typical strangers breaking in your house to torture and kill you type of home invasion movie. It had a unique spin on it in that there are a group of young adults, really teenagers, either way, young people breaking into the house of a blind man to steal his stuff and get money and make their lives better. But obviously that shit didn't go right, so yeah, I believe it has a sequel coming out soon, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like it's a story that needed a sequel. They definitely set it up. I mean, what horror doesn't set it up in case it's successful to make sequels and do more of them? It's kind of something that's super annoying about this genre that I absolutely love, is they think everything needs a sequel. It doesn't. It doesn't need a sequel. Next one is Sci Fi. I love sci-fi movies. I fell in love with science fiction before horror. So there's like, oh my god, so many options. I decided that this is another subgenre that I really wanted to reach back into my childhood and pick something that really shaped me into who I am, my tastes in movies and whatnot, and I had to go with Stargate. It is such a great movie, and mind you, I haven't watched it in like a decade, so I have seen it as an adult, and at the time I felt it stood up as far as story. Maybe I should just leave it there, but I've been wanting to watch it again. It is a classic in my opinion, so Stargate. it is a movie that influenced a lot of people creatively. Is that even a word? Creatively, that's the word I meant. Creatively influenced people. It got how many spin-offs of a TV series? I haven't seen all of them. I probably never will. And I guess maybe I should have gone with a horror one, but I don't care. And that actually is going to bring us to our next subgenre that I didn't go with a horror. And that is the foreign category. Now, Martyrs, which I listed earlier, was going to be my movie for here, but then I was like, no, I need to put it as the torture porn one because that's the only movie I actually like in that genre. The one that I went with is also a French movie, but it's a little abnormal for me as it's a romance, and that is called Amélie. The characters have a lot of depth to them, and it's not really a just tell me movie, it's a show me kind of character development. The colors are beautiful, the cinematography is beautiful, and it's a romance that feels more real than most romantic movies, and I hate the genre. I hate romance movies, so the fact that I'm putting this on is kind of weird, but it's a movie I've watched in the early 2000s. I still have my DVD copy. I feel really weird not listing a horror, so I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna do 2 foreign ones for this, just to make me feel a little bit better. My foreign horror is going to be a Swedish movie called Let the Right One In. It is a vampire movie, but it's a unique vampire movie as it focuses on a child who befriends another child who is a vampire. Shh, it's brilliant. Such a beautiful story, very raw and human, and just go watch it if you haven't seen it. And I also do recommend the American one of it, which a lot of people don't, but I did enjoy that one. Has one of my favorite actresses in it. Now that I've cheated, let's get on to the last one. Oh my god, slasher subgenre. So many good slasher ones. This was another hard category for me to decide on. I had to go with another timeless movie in my opinion, and I picked Cabin in the Woods. A lot of the reason is this is a movie that pokes fun at the genre that it is, and I absolutely love when movies do that and do it in a way that it's hard to describe. It successfully pokes fun at the genre without being campy and stupid. It's just well written, well edited, well acted, well everything. So Cabin in the Woods is my selection for the slasher genre. Oh my god, that's the end of the tag, the subgenre tag. That's it. We're done. Thank you so much, Strange Monkey, for tagging me in this fun little video. I want to tag people, but there's so many awesome people who've already been tagged. So, who do I not think's been tagged? Who hasn't done it? Let's go with Mr. Death Breath, Koffin Krew, 80s horror fan, and some new channels I've recently discovered through other tags, so if you're too busy, I totally get it. What did I just watch? Random Ross from Random Horror. I'm looking forward to seeing what you respond to for this list, if you have time, of course. Thank you again, Strange Monkey, for tagging me. It's so much fun, like, really going through and thinking about the movies I've enjoyed over the time, so thank you for the little nostalgia boost. And from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.